Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France Tech G45 game with MIDI, Lolbusim, Quatenins, and Field Watchmen. Looking at this first pile, the best pick is either Grain Speculator or School Lunch Lady, one of those two. School Lunch Lady can pay out more grain than Grain Speculator, but it does it for less work. Yeah, those are the two best cards by quite a bit. Tower Builder, there's some combo. Veggie Importer is fine. I think I'll take School Lunch Lady here. Next up, we've got what pick should this be? Layabout is okay. I think Sunday Worker or Reformer, probably better cards. Handmade is an option. Reformer into Handmade is an option. But Sunday Worker is probably better than Reformer on its own. Let's try Reformer. Handmade's not likely to come back, but if it does, that would be nice. And I think that's that Vindication there. Animal Tamer's Apprentice is a nice card. Whoa, there's just a lot of animal cards in this game. Clay Worker is kind of nice because it'll help me build the clay oven, which I want to do with School Lunch Lady. I don't know if it's not amazing though. I might want to play like a late game card. I could do something like Cowboy or Estate Manager. I guess I'll take Clay Worker. Thing is, Clay Worker being played after School Lunch Lady is kind of meh, because usually you've already had a wood action at that point. What do I want to take here? Not Master Cook. Yeah, because I want to play Occupations early, so not Master Cook. Wood Distributor with Clay Worker is a bit of a combo. I don't know if I'm all that likely to play the two. I think Dentist is pretty reasonable. It's a pretty reasonable way to feed for a while. Especially because I have ways to hold animals for a long time, so I don't mind pushing that off until later. But Wood Distributor, Clay Worker is a combo. And then maybe I'll get a card like Fish Trap or something, and then I have a pretty good incentive for playing Wood Distributor at the least. And this will be Layabout. Layabout's actually quite a nice card. Saves you all the 6 food in round 9, usually 5 or 6 in round 7. So I'm pretty sure what I want to do is I want to build our room fairly early, play Animal Tamer's Apprentice, start accumulating an animal each round, and the round after I've built the room, I'll play Reformer to give myself another couple spaces to hold the animals that are coming in. And then I'll build Layabout, which will give me another space, and then once I've gone through the Layabout harvest, then I can build a Cooking Hearth or something to start eating those animals. Or, if that doesn't work out, I can feed with the grain from School Lunch Lady. Like if I collect like 4 grain from it throughout the game, I can easily make 1 or 2 before sowing. All right. I don't think I've played with MIDI lol Busim before. I think they're relatively new on the site. Field Watch I've played with many times. Almost as long, been around probably almost as long as I have. 10 years? I'm coming up on 10 years. Actually, have I passed my 10-year date already? Yeah, it was in May. Pretty sure that's May 10th. And that would make sense with what I know. Yeah, it would make sense if I started playing in the summer. Because I think that's when I got I really wanted to get a second monitor, so I got a giant monitor. I was used to having 2 monitors at work, and I needed the second monitor to play with. Yeah, I mean, with Animal Tamer's Apprentice, you have a bit more of a reason to play a card like Family Planner, but it's still a pretty awful card. Don't think I ever want to use the take 1 grain space, so let's grab Kosher Butcher. If I'm getting a bunch of sheep to 3 food each could actually be pretty nice. Okay, this is pretty good, I have to say. Like, we've got Pelts, we've got Sawhorse, both exceptional cards. Milking Stool is also excellent. Any of these would be pretty solid options. Pelt Sawhorse. Like, the ability to fence 15 so easily just always ends up being huge points. But Pelts is also huge points. Thing is, one lets me do the other, right? Like, Sawhorse lets me build a bigger house, and Pelts gets me points from a bigger house. I think I take Sawhorse here. I really like Milking Stool as well. I don't have a guaranteed way of getting cattle. The odds that I have an empty stone room for Animal Tamer's Apprentice are pretty low. So we've got 2 more plows in here, so 3 plows in the game at the moment. So we've got Turn Rest Plow, Ground Pickaxe Plow. Nice thing about Ground Pickaxe Plow is I can actually clay work and collect collect it back. Not Huntsman's Rifle, not Brickyard. So yeah, Turn Rest Plow or Ground Pickaxe Plow, and the better of the 2 I think is Ground Pickaxe Plow. Cheaper to play initially, which is nice. Wood Saw with Animal Tamer's Apprentice is kind of a thing. Like, it gives me time to load those up. It's not amazing though. I think stone axe is fine. Wood accumulation space. Yeah, I might end up doing that a bunch. Well, I think timetable. I'm not crazy about wishing fountain actually. I find this ability is kind of hard. The big thing about the well upgrades is not so much that the upgrades are good; it's that you can get points from building the well again. That's where they go really over the top. You know what? Trip to the lake actually, with wood distributor. Yeah, I would like to take timetable, but yeah, trip to the lake makes sense here. So yeah, wood distributor game actually looks reasonable. Excuse me. Wow, milking stool came back? What the? I'll definitely take milking stool, no question. So I hope you guys are doing well. Sorry I didn't stream it all this weekend. I ended up doing stuff with friends, so I kept really busy doing that. I did try to get a game going at one point, but I think the site was not very active. So okay, so a card like Stone Cart with if I want to do a big house, a card like Stone Cart can be really nice. Straw. I mean, I already plan on building a stable. It would give me even more space to hold animals, which is kind of nice. I think stone cart is fine. You know what? I already have a way of converting wood into stone. Do I need another? Especially if I do play clay worker. Yeah, I'm not sure. Take wood from an action space, so basket. Basket is an option. But wood saw came back, and I think this actually might be a wood saw game. If I want to play as many occupations as I have, I'm gonna need. That's gonna take time. And where did this school lunch lady? There you go. And we start fourth, which is a little unfortunate, but not unplayable. 3 wood into sawhorse is fine. Move my farm over. I like to have it mirror the. Oh, it already was. Whoops, I had already done that. I think I got confused by the fact that red was going first. We're fine. Alright, art director, sure. So did the art director take Master Cook? That would be my guess. Usually a reasonable combo. You want with Master Cook to have really good action. You want to have reasonable actions with your late moves that nobody else wants. Ooh, an engineer. I have not seen engineer for a while. Good card. So what stone miners were out there? There was the Huntsman's Rifle, but I took that instead of... What did I take that instead of? Was it Stone Cart? Or maybe it was Trip to the Lake. I don't think it got back to Field Watchman. Pretty sure Field Watchman's taking 2 clay here. With Engineer, you definitely would be happy to build the first fireplace. Just start going crazy with your food. We'll play Sawhorse here and that's like totally fine. I think this move is actually 2 reed. Between 2 reed and wood distributor, yeah, I think I'm going for that first room. With Trip to the Lake as well. I would like Reedstone food, but I don't really need the stone for a while. I need clay. I maybe need 1 stone for clay oven, but I've got lots of time to get that. So if occupation could come back to me, that would be nice. I think I would actually play... But I played Wood Distributor before School Lunch Lady. Thinking that distributing next round might be a really good move to get a wood onto the fishing space. If nobody else does start player, which is definitely a possibility. Alright. Nah, let's start getting... You know what? Let's try it. Been a really long time since I first occupation wood distributor. Really long time. Now we've got MIDI Lol playing the dentist. Makes sense. Quantitins might start player here, but they might traveling players again. Oh, Public Forest, okay. So that means I should not distribute, because I think 3 food fishing in a wood is just like the best. Well, there will be 4 wood and 3 wood. I can see what Field Watchman will probably build the fireplace, right? So I need to be proactive about the distributing because it can really slow the game down otherwise. You need to try to think in advance as much as possible. Does Quatinins have 2 wood? What's going on here? I guess they took 3 wood and then 2 wood. Yeah, or minus 2 wood for Public Forest. That makes sense. I just had some issue. Field Watchman plays bonus. Okay, so yes, this. Yeah, I don't think Quatenance will go for the fishing space. I don't think Field Watchman will either. Field Watchman just picked up 3 food off of bonus. Quatenance has his traveling player's space that he likes better. Field Watchman might take 3 clay and a wood because Engineer likes building improvements like that, but nice. This is what I wanted to come back to me, so now I'm only 1 wood away from being able to build a wood room. So next action, school lunch lady. And I can start. A clay worker might get played still. It's possible. Maybe I should just take a wood and 3 clay, build the first room. Because I can build the first room if I get a wood here. Now Field Watchman might be eyeing this space. This space is pretty appealing for the engineer. But he also might like 4 clay, and there's also occupations available. Alright, he builds a first fireplace. Cool. Then I will very happily do this. And I'm now in a position to build the first room. And I will not distribute because I don't want to make a 2 reed 2 wood action, because that's just far and away the best action that will be available. Alright, red playing Artist Garden. Big Pepsi. Big Peppy's nice. Let me in. They probably have a game requirement. It's probably a totally new player. Yep. I didn't even think about that, about whether it was legal for them to play Artist Garden or not. Old board plow, sure, that works. So that's a first pick Artist Garden there. So probably they have some crop synergy play, I would assume. 6 clay, 2 reed and a wood, 3 wood. Some good moves here. So sailboat constructor here. Is that a first pick sailboat constructor? Don't think I passed it to him. Just nice of you to nice of you to reveal all your hand. He's revealing all his hand to us, being very friendly. So I'll build the first room. And a free stable. Second action, occupation or 6 clay. Could maybe be a wood action. If I don't take a wood action here, then I don't have a miner to play when I have to first action start player. But I'm pretty sure I don't have to first action start player here. Well, I might. Yeah, MIDI would first action build. If Field Watchmen start players, then I'll be fine, but if it stays as is, yeah, I'm gonna need a first action start player a couple times in a row. Mastermind. Beautiful. That's what I wanted to see. Homework. And then Veggie Importer. And Miser. Alright. So yeah, I can take wood with my first action. So I can occupation here. And my occupation will be school lunch lady. And then feed 4. And I will not distribute. Oh, and family growth comes here. So yeah, Field Watchman definitely 4 wood, gets him the wood for his miser. So this is beautiful. I get to take 3 wood into family growth. And on family growth I will play stone cart, I guess. Yeah. Stone cart makes sense. I'd rather play it than stone axe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone. 2 wood for 5 stone. Stone axe is like 2 wood for 6 stone maybe, or 2 wood for 3 stone, and then a clay for a point. Because it's unlikely that I'm going to need more than 3 stone out of stone axe. Or it's unlikely that conversion will be good for me, I guess I should put it that way. And actually, round 6 will be a great time for me to distribute, gobble up all the good actions, 2 reed, 1 wood, 3 clay, 1 wood, fishing, 3 food and a wood. So if I could get my clay worker out, that would be quite nice. So occupation here, play stone cart. That gets me my stone for clay oven as well. Beautiful. Who needs reedstone food? Who needs it? Especially when you have round 5 family growth come out for you. So if Quantins wants to grow ahead of Field Watchman, needed to start player there. No, never mind. What am I saying? So Field Watchman probably first action builds a room, so that means I'm safe to distribute. because that means I will have 2 of the first 4 real actions. Yeah. Because build a room and family growth I don't consider like real actions because they're forced. I'm not competing with those moves at all. Definitely I need food. Oh, I just distributed stone instead of wood. What am I doing? I could layabout. Although I think round 9 layabout might be even stronger if I consider building another room, which I definitely want to do. So this harvest I feed off of, I play maybe Reformer or Clay Worker. Maybe play Clay Worker and then build the clay oven. That's enough food for me. Red realizing that they're going to be very hungry. Oh, excuse me. They need a bunch of food. I mean, they can just build pottery, and that's enough. And then read nursery for quantitins. Yeah, not too surprised that the 2 read 1 food action got taken. It's a nice move. So we'll play a clay worker. I can get that action or not. I'm not too fussed either way. If I get the 3 clay 1 wood, great. If I don't, I'll just go build a clay oven. I could have stolen sheep there. Should I have done that instead? Because I have 2 actions before Field Watchman's next action. So I could definitely play Reformer, take the sheep, or build the fireplace, take the sheep. Both of those were options. So Tower Builder here for red. Probably wants to do like a Reedstone food action maybe. Because they still need 1 more food for before the next harvest. Yeah, I keep distributing. My clay worker wants as many spaces with wood on them as possible. So I definitely can get in trouble if I lose out on clay oven, but I think Reedstone food or reed wood into Reno is fine. That should be totally safe. I'm pretty sure Midi Lol is going to build after Reedstone food. Maybe might take fishing since I put a wood there. If they need another wood, but plus clay. Yeah, I have quite a strong start. Don't have a lot of points, but I should just have a ridiculous farm. Four room stone house, 4 pastures, at least 1 stable, 4 or 5 fields. Just as long as I manage the end of the game well. As long as I get 2 cattle and hold them and start breeding them, I think I should have this one with milking stool. Quantinins plays football player. Nice. That's fun. So it looks like they're going to build a well with their second action. Field watchman, occupation, or minor carp pond on family growth. Makes a ton of sense. So I can read stone food or I can read wood. Pretty sure I'm gonna take reed wood with like my first action next round. I'm also thinking 6 clay pays for my clay room right there, but I do still need to actually build the clay oven. Yeah, reedstone food seems fine. And then last action, reno clay oven. Yeah, reed stone food or reed wood clay were my 2 options. I think reed stone food is the better of the 2. I don't know, they're close. I would rather get 2 reed next round. Alright, time to spam Play-agricola in chat. Quatinins building the well. Oh, and paying some food to kick the ball forward. Cool. Alright. We're gonna reno clay oven.